Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Ice Road. It's a movie starring Liam Neeson, who is always a win, and Amber Midthunder, who I didn't realize I'd seen her in a few things, and also she apparently stars in Prey, so it kind of makes me want to watch Prey more now, so maybe I will. But it also has Lawrence Fishburne in it. I imagine he got a pretty big paycheck for this, being it seems like more of an independent movie, but I would say that he's probably in it. He probably, like, in terms of real world time, probably spent as much time as he did filming his scenes from Predators. So I'll link to my review for that in the description down below. But good part though it is, not the biggest, longest, or lasting of parts. Same thing with Predators. He just wasn't around super long, but enough that, like, I'm glad that he's in it. And having Liam Neeson's name and Lawrence Fishburne's name attracted me to see the movie, as well as the fact that it is about semi-trucks and racing, in this case against the clock. But I really liked Black Dog, which is just an excellent action movie centered around semi-trucks in a very good way, starring Patrick Swayze. I'll link my review in the description down below, but I think that movie's well worth your time. This one, it's okay. It's pretty decent. It's not groundbreaking cinema that's gonna surprise you with all the twists and turns, but I think that it has enough of them in a good enough way that I was entertained throughout. What really impressed me, I think, is what they were able to do with actual semi-trucks. Now, of course, I think it's possible that maybe some of the things that I thought were impressive were done with CGI. But based on some of the CGI I saw, I feel like, nope, that was the CGI, and this was the real world trucks. Because let me tell you, there was probably, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 instances where, whoo boy, did some really bad CGI get approved. Yeah, some of the CGI in this is just, ooh, it's rough. It is rough. But luckily, it's only for a few seconds in each time that it's used, and there's less than a handful of scenes where the CGI is. The rest of it is practical, real world semi trucks being used for the action, and I think that really helps keep my interest. Also, Liam Neeson, excellent at acting. Lawrence Fishburne is excellent, and I really liked Amber Midthunder. She did a really good job in this, which I was not expecting. And Liam Neeson's his character's brother was fun to see. I liked that inclusion. I thought that it was a good way. So basically, sorry for the good, the bad, and the furry. There is no furry. Moving on. So the good and the bad of this is that basically Liam Neeson's character is a good semi-truck driver, but his brother has aphasia. He's somebody that assholes will pick on because he doesn't appear to be as smart. And so basically the conflict that results from assholes being assholes and Liam Neeson having to deal with assholes keeps on getting him fired. But he's really good at what he does, and the brother's really good at being a mechanic. And so when a mine explodes north of the ice road, but it's so late in the season that all the regular ice road truckers have gone home, it's like, well, who do we have that we can trust to get this vital part to save the however many miners are trapped in where the mine explosion happened? Because it's too heavy to airlift. So I thought that the premise made sense. I thought that how they set up what they needed and how they came across the drivers was good, and why they needed drivers versus just airlifting. I thought that all of that was really good. I didn't really buy some of the instances where they're like, oh, we send this in triplicate, so just in case one of them doesn't work, we have 2 other spares. Like, I guess, maybe? But then some of their thing of like, oh, now something bad happened to one of them, so now we're going to tie the other 2 to it, and I don't know a whole lot about trucking, I guess, but that just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. And then there was another instance where I was like, okay, you could have, that thing is very cuttable, you could have cut the thing so that the bad thing wouldn't have happened, but whatever. It was still an entertaining ride. Having some of those, things didn't interrupt my overall enjoyment of the movie. I thought that there was the right amount of believability for the bad things because it can't just be the ice and the ice road that is the enemy. There is always going to be a human element as the enemy. And I thought that how they integrated that in a believable way using today's technology of like, hey, there's certain things that we have to do in order to make things look the way that they need to for, later on investigations. So I thought that that was really well done, and I liked the acting. That was great. The music didn't interrupt things. I don't really remember the music, so clearly it wasn't bad choices. But this is not a movie about the music. It's about, in my opinion, the trucks and the truckers and showing how dangerous the job can be and overcoming things, but with a little a little bit of Liam Neeson-ness scattered in for that an action movie type thing. So I had a fun time. I didn't ever get bored with it. I didn't think that it stayed too long. I didn't think that it skimmed over too many things. I think that it had good pacing, and I thought that there was varied enough sets and for what they were doing. And I felt that the dialogue itself was believable enough, other than the mine owner operator people. They were kind of cookie cutter. But again, didn't negate my overall enjoyment of the movie. So I would say that if you like big rigs and you want a decent movie involving big rigs that has some neat action with big rigs, actual big rigs with some CGI, but with Liam Neeson, Lawrence Fishburne, Amber Midthunder, and boom, this is your movie. Check it out. I enjoyed it. So that's really all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.